Mic check. When I was to you, I knew you were the one for me. Come through, dig the sound. I swear the whole world could do you empty. Crowd around. I used to cop a lot, but never cop no drop. Hold mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop and stick around, come through and dig the sound of the fly brown 6060 psycho who throws a dick around. Bound to go 3 plat, came to destroy rap. It's an intricate plot of a b-boy strap. Fem stack cats get kidnapped. Then release a statement to the press, let the rest know who did that. Metal fist terrorist, claim responsibility. Broken household name usually set in hostility. What is MF? Silly. I like to take men's to the end for 2 million.
Just like they must just, it's just like a pay scale, right? So like random people are probably like on the low end, and then you've got the bigger guys like Tom Segura and all them that probably get paid like way fucking more.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
No.
I would just hope that Liquid Death would sponsor me so I don't have to keep fucking buying all these drinks. Yeah. Are you itchy?
I got bit up recently. I went to Springs.
Yeah.
And I got like torn apart.
Which Springs did you go to, Jenny?
No, I went to
Where?
you know Rock Springs?
Mm.
Kelly Park, North Orlando?
Mm.
Like north of Orlando, there's a few spots. There's Wekiva, Kelly Park, which is Rock Springs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all connected. And then there's an area where you can paddleboard / canoe / kayak from the stream that takes you from Wekiva all the way to Rock Springs, which is its own thing. And there's like a few other spots where it's all connected.
Do you go there often?
I used to.
Yeah.
I usually try to go with like a woman or something.
Yeah.
Not alone.
Yeah. Bring that towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I want people to be able to hear you. You don't talk very loud. Some people talk really loud.
Yeah.
And then it's like too loud on the microphone. And then these things are so touchy. I don't know.
Are they?
Yeah. They don't
sensitive?
auto equalize for you or whatever the hell I'm learning. So I don't know how any of this shit works. I just use ChatGPT.
You ChatGPT sound engineer?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah. ChatGPT does a lot. Therapy.
Did you hear about the new therapy? Yeah, that's what what BetterHelp is. It's just a bunch of AI.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. There's gonna be like a lawsuit like 50 years down the road. It's gonna be a Netflix show about this BetterHelp. Yeah.
What would it be? I think it would be like an AI that like went rogue and started giving people like really bad advice.
Yeah, like you should jump off the bridge.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go stand in front of the bright line.
Yeah. You can see it thinking. You know how like there's the little bubble where it's like typing. You can see him being like, I don't know if I should do it. I really shouldn't. It's not a good idea. And then he's putting it all like message after message, and you see the little thing goes, do it. And that's when he does it.
Or it just starts typing, and then you see the bubbles, and then it just goes away.
Yeah. He's like, ChatGPT, ChatGPT. Or I guess that wouldn't be its name, but yeah.
It's done that to me before, where it ghosts me.
Really?
It's just an error. It doesn't understand what I'm asking it. And my history on my phone with ChatGPT is probably insane. I can't imagine what.
I've never used it.
I use it all the time. It's a motherfucker. It's especially like nice when you're in an argument with somebody and you'd be like, well, let's find out exactly what the truth is right now. I don't really be arguing with people like that. Do you argue with people? No.
In real life, it's so much more fun.
Yeah.
I don't like people that argue online. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, that, yeah. Sometimes I catch myself like writing something and I'm like, wait, we're almost 30 years old. What are we doing?
No, yeah. I have like cousins like that. I have family members that are like that.
Yeah.
Like my mom's sister's sons are like that.
Mm-hmm.
And daughter. They like get involved in
online wars.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is not real.
Yeah, keyboard warriors. Yeah. No, I used to do it real bad because I didn't have social media for like 2 years before I started comedy, and which was the best time of my life ever. But I mean, kind of have to have it with. I mean, maybe you don't, but either way, yeah. When you get social media back, it's like learning it all over again. You're like, what the because it progresses so quickly.
Yeah.
Like there was so many I didn't realize how out of touch with what do you call it, pop culture? You
Pop
know,
culture.
like just like words and stuff, like shit that people are doing that like I heard somebody say like the Mudang for the first time. I had no idea what they were talking about.
Pygmy hippo from the Philippines.
Yeah, no idea. And then I had to I looked for it because I was like, well, since everyone's talking about it, I guess I gotta know.
I love Mudang.
I don't know. It's just a hippo. Aren't they like murderers? I'm not sure.
No, they're herbivores actually.
I heard they like mush people.
Well, they're super aggressive. They're the most dangerous animals in Africa.
So they're like herbivores.
But they're herbivores.
So they won't eat people, but
they won't eat people. They'll
beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, they'll maim you.
Yeah.
They'll fuck you up, just to make a statement. They won't eat you.
Yeah, they're like keyboard warriors, but in real life.
Like keyboard warriors of the savannah.
Yeah.
Of Africa.
Would you okay, so question, if you were to be able to go like anywhere in the world, would you go to Africa?
Africa?
Yeah.
No, they have like AIDS in Africa.
That's what you're worried about?
I don't know. I would love to go to Africa. I actually dig African culture. Like I follow a few African media people that are popular from Africa.
Do you know any African words?
Jumbo.
Oh, what does that mean?
Nothing bad. You're laughing.
I don't know. It sounds
just means
bad.
hello in Kenyan.
Oh, really?
Jumbo.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know where I got that from?
Where?
The safari ride at Disney.
I was about to say Rob Smiles.
He's not African. No, Haitians, they say sapase. And then you're supposed to respond mabule.
Interesting.
I got that from Publix.
It sounds like you got it from a song.
Yeah, it does sound like a song.
It does. It rhymes.
I would go to Africa.
Yeah.
But I like the good part.
Yeah, I like the safari. The African safaris would be a good time.
Yeah. It would be more fun to be like with a scientist rather than have the tourists. You know what I mean?
Like not somebody from like a zoo in Brevard County. Like
yeah, you know what I mean? You ever go to a zoo and you get ruined by like the other people there?
I can't
You're like
remember.
you don't remember the last time you went to a zoo? Oh, I frequent zoos. I like zoos.
You do a lot in your spare time.
Well, it's usually with women. I'm like a weirdo.
I feel like you're lying.
No, I'm being truthful. The last time I went to a zoo was with a girl.
Just a bumble.
No. I went to the Miami Zoo and the New York Zoo, actually.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one was first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I remember you talking on stage about that whole gig.
What gig?
When you came back or something. Maybe I miss.
Did I say something?
I think so. You came back from a trip or something.
Did I?
I don't know. You were upset at Grumpy's. I don't know.
Yeah. Were you there for that? Whoops.
Yes, I was there for that.
I forget.
It's when people do things outside of the standard, you remember them.
Oh yeah. I do a lot of stuff on stage that I immediately kind of bury, and I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been starting to do that. Like, do you go through this thing where?
Are we rolling or no?
Yeah, we've been doing.
Oh, okay.
I don't do anything like out of the like I just talk, but yeah. Do you ever like get that thing? Like I get this thing where like if I'm not excited about it anymore, like I almost don't want to do it anymore. Like I've been like urging myself to write more so I can be more excited about doing stuff, because like certain jokes that I have, like especially because I'm new though, it's like certain shit that I have, I'm just like, this is like not gonna be anything in 10 years. You know, like I have that mindset where like I'm just like, yeah, this could develop, but if I have nothing for it now, what am I doing it for anymore? Kind of thing. Like if I do it so much over and over again, I get bored with it. I'm just like,
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Doing things over and over again sucks.
Yeah.
That's like the one part of comedy that you don't really know about until you do it. Because at first you're like, oh, that's cool. We can write jokes all the time. They just go up there, do their jokes, whatever. And then you see the guys who are like 5-10 years in, and they got the same jokes from 5-10 years ago. But as long as they work, like you're not supposed to let it go.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. Of course, you like change shit.
But the maturity of it. Yeah. Like if it's not maturing with my comedy,
right.
Like I'm like, fuck this. Because like everyone's like, oh, like your sweaty hands joke.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been doing that. That's been my staple one since day one, but it has not evolved at all. I've come up with like other jokes about my sweaty hands, but nothing with that specific. It's just like a one line where I'm like, there's nothing really like yeah, sure, it can be funny, but there's nothing like to it that I feel like, oh, this is me. Like everyone's seeing. I don't know. I think I'm just too early in to be like,
Are you just
these are
upset
the
that
jokes.
you keep doing it?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Because I feel like that's probably what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I get frustrated with myself because I want to progress. Like I want to, and it's just like, because I see some new jokes that I'm writing and I'm like, these are way better from like the ones that I'm still doing that I've had since like day one. So like I'm comparing my own jokes kind of like, oh, like this writing is like the writing is better, the writing aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I can't bring it to that joke. So like it frustrates me, if that makes any sense. Do you go through that or?
I don't really that's a lot to answer.
Sorry.
No. Right now sometimes I'll remember an old joke and then attack it with the skills that I have now. And it's almost like the click happens faster. Where I'm like, oh, that's what I wanted. That's what I meant to say. Like I'll come up with I'll remember a joke from a long time ago, and I'll be like, oh, that's what I meant to do. Because at the beginning, I'm like, oh, I wrote it, and then I'm like, it's gonna work, but I just didn't I didn't have the skills for that.
Yeah,
that's what's happening to me now.
Do you feel like you develop like more of that, like that aspect of it, like making it different? Like, do you feel like you develop it more on stage or on paper?
Stage is way more important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, I don't know how people work, but I've heard the expression writing on stage from Bill Hicks. He said it first, or at least I heard it from him first. And then I heard Louis say it on some shit, Louis C.K. say it about writing on stage. And I really don't know what that necessarily means. Like, I figured people, that's what you should do. But apparently, I guess there's different ways to go about writing. But I feel like the only way you can know is if you when you say it.
Yeah.
You
No, that's true. 100%. Because I've been having the same thing, and maybe it's because I'm trying to do it a certain way, and I should just do it for what works for me. Because a lot of my writing has been coming way more from stage and letting myself be free in the moment. And when I am doing those jokes, they come in more naturally. And then I'm able to get those extra little things here and there where I'm like, oh, that actually works. Like you're saying, it works that way. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I need to stop pushing myself to do something that's not.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I feel like that's the part of the science-y part of comedy, I guess, that's what scientists do. They're like, I don't fucking know if this is gonna work. And then they do it and they're like, I killed 1,000 people. And they're like, oh, well, let's not do that again.
Yeah.
Or something, but the comedy version.
Yeah, I think Fauci said that.
Yeah, is that
we killed 1 million people.
Oh, shit.
Did you do it?
What, the vaccine? I took the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Nothing's changed for you. You're good.
Look, man.
I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
I have no idea.
You feel the same, though. You feel fine.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was any effect. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know.
You weren't a comedian before.
That's true. I wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, before that, yep.
Yeah, so it made you funny.
Maybe. Before I was really boring. And they shot me up. I was like, I walked away like this goofy, like that, right off the chair.
Yeah. Oh, your arms just slanking around like the fucking air balloon guys.
Yeah. Like they inflated me.
Yeah. Did you do comedy? Were you surrounded by comedy when you were younger?
A little bit. I recognize that album.
Yeah, Richard Pryor.
My dad was the guy who which is interesting because as I was driving over here, I was recognizing the route because my dad used to pick me up in Orlando to drive me to Miami because he used to live in Miami. And on the way there, because it's a 4-hour drive, we were we couldn't talk the whole time because we're both men. It's not like we're chatty, you know? So he would put stuff on, and usually he would put on comedy albums and stuff. That was my introduction.
Yeah.
to like stand up comedy.
Do you remember the first, like, who's the first
Brian
one?
Regan.
Brian Regan?
That guy made me. I remember we were listening to. He has a special on YouTube where he is at an improv and he's talking about like. Do you know Brian Regan like that?
No.
He's really funny.
Yeah.
He's clean and hilarious, which is like usually not the combo.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are like, you can't be that funny if you're clean, but he does it. He's like the one clean comic that's like actually really fucking funny. But anyway, yeah, he was the first guy that got me to laugh really hard. Like I didn't know I could laugh like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to watch Ron White on TV. My grandpa would put him on, and then my dad would listen to the Blue Collar Comedy on Sirius XM. He had one of those little radio things that you plugged into. It was like wired to your car, so you could listen. I don't know. It looked like illegal radio. I don't know what was going on, but
yeah, they used to sell them back in the day, right?
Yeah.
But now that we have the internet, it's kind of like why?
Because it wasn't clean. That was the whole purpose of it. Because it wasn't the real radio. It wasn't clean. Yeah. So it was Larry the Cable Guy comedy tour or something, and it was like several. I don't even remember the other comedians' names. I only remember Larry the Cable Guy. But my dad would have that shit on constantly.
Was it the one where they do a tour together? It's like 4 of them, 5 of them.
Yeah, I think it was the Blue Collar Comedy Tour or something like that. Yeah,
I think it's Larry, David Spade, the Home Improvement guy.
Yeah.
That guy. What's his name? I forget.
I don't know. Yeah.
And it's like one other guy.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't remember because I was so young, but I remember that was what it was called, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. But yeah, it is interesting. Did you have that feeling when you started comedy, like gay, like full circle type thing? Like you were like,
gay?
oh, yeah, like like I don't know. Some people think it's gay to be like, oh, this is like a full circle moment. Did you have that?
Full circle?
Yeah.
Oh, like the
you're like,
Lion
oh shit,
King
this is why I was, listening.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not like what is it? I'm not a faith person.
Oh,
so
really?
I don't really
Okay.
I don't buy into a lot of that where I'm like, this is the thing, and I'm like, oh, it's destiny. I don't know. But I mean, I'm more like, I more think people are funny because of like crazy shit. I think if something crazy to you happen, you're probably gonna be funny. Is my hypothesis.
Yeah. Makes more sense. Yeah, I wouldn't say like the watching comedy makes somebody funny. No,
right?
1,000%. But no, like
it's
just
like the Matrix. You fucking
just like watching comedy when you're younger. Like at least when I did, I was like, I didn't even know that was like a thing. Like I didn't think it was a job. I didn't think there was like a way to get there. I didn't think about any of that stuff. I just thought it was pure entertainment.
Yeah.
So like when I was like started doing it, I was like, what the fuck? Like kind of thing. Like but it is kind of weird. At least for me, it's like I'm like, oh shit, it's kind of like full circle. And I'm like, oh, this is why I used to be dumb in high school, and be retarded. Did you ever do anything retarded in high school to get attention?
To get attention?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very
like
much.
what? Do you know one thing that stands out?
The first example, and there's a lot, but one time during class, English class, that was when I was fucking around a lot in middle school. I think this was middle school, was it? Or high school? I think it was freshman or sophomore year in high school. I used to fuck around in English class all the time. Like my favorite prank to do was when I had a fart coming, like I knew it was coming. I could feel it going down my large intestine.
Yeah.
And then, like right before it hit my rectum, I was like, and I would make a noise really loud so that I could then fart immediately after.
How many times did you shit yourself?
Never, actually.
Really?
I had a really good control of my sphincter.
Yeah, it wasn't touched yet.
Right.
Yeah. What else did you do?
There's that. I mean, I was kind of like always a little bit goofier. I wouldn't say I was like way too attention hungry because I was kind of depressed, I guess. I don't even like using that word, but I think I was. But I would find times to be goofy. I was goofy with my friends, with the sports teams. I was usually the guy who's like kind of a goof, but nothing like where I was like, I need to do a talent show or I gotta fucking get all this like it, just stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you something else. Damn it.
that's okay. I should be asking. Should I ask
No,
anything?
no, it's fine. I mean, I did dumb shit too. Like, I'll probably think of what I need to ask you as I tell you a couple dumb things I did. We were in middle school. Me and my friend Vanessa would take pads and put them on this teacher's door that we all hated.
Pads?
Yeah, like female pads. And we just we'd open them and stick them on his door. And then what else did we do? He said he proposed to his wife, but the ring was too small for her finger because she was a big woman.
Oh my goodness.
So in class, we were all outwardly like making fun of this guy that
poor
his
thing.
wife was overweight. This poor guy wanted to end his life. Like, I hope he's still alive because we were horrible to him.
Science teacher?
Math.
Close
But yeah, I always had cool science teachers. I had a hippie pothead science teacher in high school. She was a shit. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she was a pothead looking back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I would like in high school, I would throw my books on the floor to just
Why?
make a scene. I don't know. My parents were getting divorced.
That was your announcement to
Yeah.
the class?
No.
Why'd you do that? My parents are getting divorced. I'm like, all right.
Could you imagine?
That's
That'd
crazy.
be funny. No, but I did. I just threw my books on the floor I would always try to get a reaction out of people. Not always just like laugh, but I would try to get a reaction
Sure.
because I needed attention. I was desperate for attention. But yeah, no. It's high school was fun.
Yeah.
Were you oh, that's what I was gonna ask you. See, I
was a
knew it coming.
pothead?
No, were you popular?
Ooh, I don't know. I think I was somewhere in there.
Were you a floater? Like where you would
Yeah.
like kind of me too, yeah.
More like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I did a lot of sports.
Mhm.
I did excuse me.
That was
Excuse
a
me again.
weird burp.
A third time. What did I do again sports wise? When I was a kid, I was a swimmer, so I did swimming.
Yeah.
And then when I got to high school or middle school, I started doing track, so I did track in high school. And then I did cross country as well during swimming. And then I did wrestling in between.
Yeah.
So I was always with a team.
Did you shave your legs?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Whole body?
No.
No, just legs.
Mostly legs. Yeah.
Is that crazy how they're like, listen, the velocity increases if you just shave your legs a little?
If you shave, which is so
It makes you
baloney.
faster.
I don't think it's that
No,
true.
it just makes the teachers want to touch you more.
Is that what that is?
I don't know, but it is weird. It is so weird that they ask high school kids to shave their legs.
Well, my coach was my high school swimming coach was the special ed teacher, so I don't know. I don't know if that was her motivation.
Oh, he taught special ed.
She did.
I thought you were saying she was special ed.
No, that would be wild.
Could you imagine?
Okay, go. We're gonna do.
Wait, are you having a stroke?
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
are you?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No.
she taught special ed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did shave. I shaved. And I remember the first time I shaved, I think I like almost killed myself because I fucking went like that, and then 5 seconds later, it's like I'm gushing blood. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna die, I guess, in this hotel room.
Yeah.
With this other guy. He has no idea.
Wait, what was going on? Why were you in a
we were
hotel
in
room?
hotels like to do
like travel
meets.
Oh, okay, all right. I was like, what are they doing to you kids?
Well, we would shave for states.
Yeah.
Like for the state final, the
Oh,
state
so
championship.
not like your regular
No, like regular
local
meets.
stuff. Yeah.
No, and that was like the scuttlebutt in the team. Like it was like you don't shave for Metro or District.
It's so weird of a conversation to have.
But that's what it was.
That was your locker room talk.
Yeah. Or should I like the guys who weren't familiar with swimming? Oh, should I shave for Metro? And we're like, come on, you don't shave for Metro.
And you guys made fun of the guys that did.
Yeah. Like this guy shaved for Metro. What a loser.
Oh my God.
He wore his like best swimsuit.
Yeah.
I'm in a Speedo. What a fucking loser. I don't know.
Whatever.
That's like swim talk, I guess.
Did you bully people?
Well, I mean, did I? When I needed to.
Yeah.
I felt
when you needed to?
Like I felt justifiable in my bullying.
Like when they were just so dumb you need to knock some sense into them, or?
No, like when somebody would do something that I was like, I need to fix this. You know what I mean?
Like what? I need an example.
I wasn't really a bully like that, but like if
Like
somebody,
put someone in their place.
yeah, like
Okay, so you were just like you stood up for yourself.
yeah, or other people sometimes.
Yeah.
I was a nice guy, to be honest. Besides,
Yeah, you were just an asshole when you need to be.
when I needed to be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I still live my life like that.
Yeah.
But I try to my bar has risen since
For what?
like my
Bullying?
assholeness.
Oh yeah.
Like if people don't really see me be an asshole until you like do something that pisses me off, then I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And I usually, are you like an upfront person? Like if something like you'll like if somebody has a problem and they're like is scuttlebutt or scuttlebutt? I don't know.
Scuttlebutt.
I'm trying to bring back words from the 50s. I don't know if you're scuttlebutting, people are scuttlebutting behind your back and like they're just like, okay, so scenario, you got two people and this one guy walks up to this other guy and he's like just like, hey, you hear Sebastian's gay, he used to shave his legs. Like, are you gonna go up
Now
to
you're
them?
gonna do that. That's what
Are
you're
you
gonna
gonna
do.
go up to them and be like, hey, like what the fuck? Or like if someone's like, okay, seriously, like someone's like, Sebastian is not funny. Like say you're running a show and he runs a shit show, like fucking somebody could run that better than me. Like how would you react?
I don't know. I mean,
would you keep it to yourself?
well, if it's that serious, if I felt like they were correct, then I would do something about it.
Yeah.
But if I didn't, I would be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty, like, if somebody would say that, I'd be like, explain. List the fucking,
Yeah, let me know what it is.
Yeah, tell me.
So you are like a confront type, like you will if it's necessary.
It's that bad.
If it's worth
like,
your energy.
on me like that, I'm like, well, come on.
Whatever, yeah.
Have at it.
You just take them to like, what is that place where they do the
fencing shit?
The fencing with the medieval times? Dude, what if you could rent that place to fight people? Be like,
for like the dumbest shit.
Like MMA for just like local neighborhood grievances.
Yeah.
Like a couple neighbors just get into a fight about somebody mowing a little far, like a little too far. Listen, we're fencing this weekend.
Yeah.
That would be a really great way to resolve issues, I feel like.
Oh, I don't I mean, people are gonna get hurt, but yeah.
As long as you don't use real swords.
Real swords?
Yeah, you just use a little dinghy that just like knocks them off.
Or like, was it Nerf swords? Remember that? Remember Nerf swords?
Yeah. And then the remember when they came out with the Hulk punch?
Yeah,
Hulk
those
hands?
were so popular for so long, and then they went away.
The Hulk hands, the Beyblades, those were the shit. You remember those?
Oh yeah, the Hulk hands are so fun to fuck with.
Yeah. Did you fuck with Pokemon cards? No, you know that they're still like right now they're at the height of their popularity back again.
Really?
Yeah. So these kids are going to Target and they are standing in line.
What, for
waiting for not even a special edition, not even a new release, just a restock of Pokemon cards. Wow. Somebody at this kava bar I go to pulled a Pokemon card out of a pack, $400 on eBay.
Really?
And not just listed, they're selling for $400 on eBay. That's insane. Would you pay $400 for a Pokemon card?
No.
But you would sell it.
No. I don't give a fuck about Pokemon cards.
You just do nothing with it?
Well, if I find it, I'm going to just hand it to somebody.
Yeah.
So be it, That's God's gift to them.
Oh, you're such a nice guy. I thought you weren't faithful.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? I just don't, if I don't give a damn about it, I'm not going to fucking,
Yeah. Waste your energy.
Yeah. I mean, hypothetically, I don't know. If I knew how much it costs, I'd be like, oh shit, I need a.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
if I knew how much it costs,
yeah, you'd put that shit on
The only
eBay.
card I would say would be like Lugia. I love Lugia.
I thought you didn't do Pokemon.
I love Pokemon.
I
love like the OG Pokemon.
Yeah.
The movies, the OG movies with Mewtwo, and then the fucking legendary birds, and then there's the one with Rayquaza and Dialga.
I don't know.
Those first three.
I just watched the Mew ones.
The Mew?
Yeah, because there was more than one. I think there was two Mew movies. Mewtwo.
I just know the original.
Yeah.
Where it's Mew and Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And Mew doesn't talk. It's like Mew.
Yeah.
Mew. And it's apparently stronger than the one who's like a sentient god or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, whatever, dude.
I wonder if watching them back, if they'd probably have a different meaning. You gotta watch them back. The Mewtwo movies.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the other meaning?
I don't know.
fat
You
ass
just
Pokemon.
yeah.
Pokemon with fat asses and tails.
That makes sense. Yeah, what it really was conditioning our young men.
Yeah. I used to date a Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And then it turned into a Me Too. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Did you go to jail?
No, they interrogated me, and I was like, I thought it was a
What?
Pokemon, and they're like, nah, dude, that was a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you couldn't tell the difference with everybody putting tails in their asses now.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's like a thing now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so glad I'm married and don't have to deal with anything.
Yeah, you like poke your head out the door and you're like, oh my God. And then you just close it.
Yeah, the world
right
is
back into your world.
disgusting. I'm like, I got to worry about who's got a dick or not. What is going on?
Oh, man. I don't
How
know.
many have you been tricked yet?
No.
Never?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
How?
You've taken every single one home? 100% success rate?
How can you?
You can get away with it. They have the Adam's apple surgery now.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't lie to me.
I'm serious.
Not you, but I'm in general.
In general?
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
no, that is.
Don't fucking lie to me.
Would you hit someone if they lie to you like that?
Hit them? Like,
yeah, like if they were like ready to like take it and then you pull down their pants and you see
a wiener?
Yeah.
I would kill myself if it got to that point.
You would kill yourself?
How did I not notice? There's like okay, so I was thinking about this the other day. I have like the Superman vision for women.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how Superman can see through anything?
I don't see through pants.
I can't see through anything, right? Yeah. But I have a pretty good, like, my eyes are well adjusted. Like, I've seen so much. I've seen so many naked women.
That's wrong.
It's horrible. But
yeah,
I feel like I've got a pretty good eye for like
what a woman
what
looks
they
like.
look like.
Yeah,
even if they're like in a hijab and like all that shit, I'm like, I know what's under.
You just feel for him. That's how the Me Too happened. You just
feel
do a check.
Well, I can't. You can't do that.
Cop a feel. That's what 2025. Trump's coming back. Cop a feel. All you gotta do is check. Grab him by the pussy. All he wanted to do is keep trans people away.
Did you hear the original audio?
No.
It's really funny.
I've just heard the guy on the news that does it.
The original audio is hilarious because it's obvious that he knows or he thinks that nobody's around to hear it. So he's having like a pretty normal chat. And then that's when he said it.
Yeah.
Like he said it and thinking, oh, nobody's listening to this. I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
And then they caught it on audio. And then now he's that guy. That's just who he is now.
I do wonder if you get into like a position like that, if the other parties or whoever is making deals with contractors like the FBI and the CIA to listen to your, because like you gotta imagine, like, even though like I feel like they could look at anybody's like you, like say like the government could look at you and be like, all right, we want to look at all the conversations he's had, text messages and on the phone for the past 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
They could probably pull all that shit up and be like, it's like there, like ready to look at. Because I can't imagine that this just goes away. Like, I feel like there's got to be a way to find all that stuff, and they probably have a way.
Well, that's only concerning terrorists or like people that are doing things that are not good for the country.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why would I worry about?
Not you, but I'm saying like somebody in a position of power. Like would have to worry about somebody pulling that up and using it against them, you know?
It's happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Cause like, I mean, that would suck if like somebody pulls up something and they're just like, you're having a conversation when you were 20 years old about just grabbing some girl by the pussy. And you're just like, wait, this is coming up now. I'm like, I had this conversation on the phone with Bobby Kennedy like 20 years ago.
That would suck.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, it should just not matter. Like, what's wrong with you? Why do you care about what some teenager did?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think the general public does either.
Yeah.
It's like people that want to be selective or want a reason to like, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's what the news does, right? They just take every little, like these airplane shit things that are going on.
Yeah.
You seen them?
A little bit here and there. I know right now there's a lot.
Yeah, well, apparently not. So here's the thing: one just happened, right? Near
the smoke
miss
one?
or something. Well, yeah, the Toronto one that was upside down.
Oh yeah, that the plane went upside down and
Yeah,
blew up, but everybody lived somehow.
the whole video looked fake. I don't even know what they're doing. But I looked at airplane crashes in the United States over the past, I don't know, like 10 years. It was like a 10-year survey of airplane crashes. They've been the lowest that they've been for the past, like, per month, like for the US, the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah.
So like they're just putting it on the news more and scare. But I'm like, here's where I'm like, I want to ask you, because like here's where I get like suspicious. I'm like, why are they showing so much plane crashes on, even though it happens all the time? Like, why are they showing it more? Is it because they want people to be like scared to get on airplanes, or like,
I don't know. I mean, it's
does
like,
does it instill fear in you to know that that's happening, or no?
No, because I can't change it.
Yeah.
It would scare me if like I was a pilot, but I'm not a pilot, so I could care less, to be honest. But I don't know. Maybe there is a reason why it's happening. I'm more like, it's just news catching on, like we're running out of things. Like the world is getting better. The world is, I mean, like you just said, it's lower than it's ever been.
Yeah.
That's gonna keep, people are gonna keep saying that more and more frequently from here until forever. Lower than it's ever been. It's gonna get to the point where we have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
The world's gonna be perfect. We're like, did you hear somebody stubbed their toe? That hasn't happened in 20 years. We figured out how to stop stubbing toes.
You guys hear that? 25 years, podcasts aren't going to exist. There's going to be nothing to talk about.
There's going to be nothing. I mean, to talk about something is like something happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe
the news is going to run out of, they're running out of
ideas. Yeah. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's why they had to come up with COVID.
Right. There, exactly. They could have.
No.
And they should have. And I don't know. Bill Gates is like having a fit right now. Him and RFK are about to, we'll see what happens.
They're about to go to medieval times.
Yeah.
No. From everything I've watched from Bobby Kennedy, seems like he wants I don't vote. I really don't. Like, I've talked about it on stage, but I actually don't, because I don't really, like, who the fuck has the time to sit there and really know what the fuck is going on, to even make a decision to vote for somebody? I'm like, I don't have the time to sit down and read all the shit they're planning on doing, or even watch the shit, you know? But it's like, it does seem like but that's the thing, is like podcasts give more access to like people to see your shit like that. Because like I saw Bobby Kennedy on Joe Rogan and all those other podcasts, and I'm like, man, this guy seems to know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, but who am I to say? Because like, I'm not fucking educated. I'm retarded.
I know. I mean, not that I know you're.
No, but it's like, we're all retarded. Saying. We're all retarded.
Yeah, it would be so nice if they were to, like, that, if that was the news, instead of this like mania that they're doing now, or that they usually do, where it's like something happened. Or wouldn't it be great if they were like, okay, so new person, this is what they want, blah blah blah. Yeah. How do you feel? You know, but they don't do that. Yeah. We have to go by ourselves. And maybe that is kind of the trick. Maybe that is a little bit part of they're like, yeah, don't care, you know? Yeah. Do whatever you can to not care, because we got you. And it's like, do you really? You know? Yeah. I don't know.
They're going to have a hard time getting trust back in all that stuff. Because I think it's at the point where, like, if two people in the same room are talking about the same thing, then it's got to be like everybody else in the fucking world, except for the retards are talking about. I mean, we're all retards, but you know what I'm saying?
I would like to think I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm going to be honest.
We're all retards in something we don't specialize
in. Yeah, if I walked into a surgery room, I'd be like,
yeah, exactly.
I can figure this out.
I got this, right? No, you're not. Fucking kidding me? Dude, I'm not going to go fucking dose my dog up with some tranquilizer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, can't be doing shit we don't know about. But I don't know. Are you a conspiracy guy? Not at all. What do you do?
For what?
Outside of comedy and going to Springs. And seeing women for what they are.
I don't know. Well, my main focus is comedy, but
Yeah.
I'm doing Uber right now to like make money, which is not great, but I'm
What kind of
alive.
people you have to deal with? Do you have any crazy stories?
Today I picked up some food from some restaurant, and
Crazy.
it is not that crazy, but it makes me like catch on to like people, I guess, like attitudes. Some people have like shitty attitudes. Like I picked up this food, I walked in, and then the girl was like, "1 moment, sir." And I walked in, and she's like, "1 moment, sir." I'm like, "Okay, take your time, no worries." Very polite, you know. And then like I literally started shifting towards the area of where the food comes from.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "I'm almost done, sir." I'm like, "What the fuck? What's wrong with this lady? Why is she such a cunt?"
That's so funny.
I
Because
hate
it's funny you say you pick up like on that because I got in an Uber yesterday, a fucking wreck of a day. My windshield wipers, I don't have them.
Uh-huh.
So I had no Rain-X on my car. So the water is just like rippling. I can't see out of my
Oh my
fucking car
gosh.
because it's pouring its ass off
Was it
yesterday.
raining over here yet?
Yeah. So I was on the highway,
Mm-hmm.
almost crashed into a semi like 3 fucking times.
Oh,
I'm starting to
wow.
have I'm like, I'm about to get a panic attack any second now if I can't get off this fucking highway.
Yeah.
So I finally get off, stop at the Wawa, and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Whatever. Go get an Uber, go to AutoZone, go get some Rain-X and some whatever. I get in the
Ah.
Uber on the way back, and I'm just pissed. Like, I'm just mad at the day. I'm like, this
Mhm.
is the fucking worst Monday I've had in like years. And which is a lot to say because it's really not that bad. But I get in the Uber and the guy's like, he's like, how's it going? I'm like, and I could hear it in his voice. This guy wants to have a conversation with me. I'm like,
Oh
fuck.
my God.
And I was like, I'm fine. And he goes, you don't look fine. I'm like,
Jesus.
dude, we got a 5-minute ride to the fucking
5
gas
minutes
station.
and he's got the gall to ask you anything. That's crazy.
But what I was more angry about is that I was watching the map
Yeah.
and I see this guy sitting at a house right around the corner for like 5 fucking minutes. And
Before
the time,
picking you up.
yeah, and I was on my way home from work and I had to get like back on work. So I'm like, I'm like, now I'm gonna have to work till fucking 7 p.m. because
Oh.
yeah, so I'm like watching the guy on the thing, the time keeps going up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so he's like, yeah, I was just trying to think of a joke to cheer you up because every time I pick someone up from AutoZone, they seem pissed. I'm like, well, probably because their car's broken down. But I'm like, I was about to be like, well, were you thinking about a joke when you were sitting at that house around the corner for 5 fucking minutes? But yeah, it's interesting how you get in. I felt tense as soon as I got in the car because I'm like, oh, this guy knows that I'm pissed. I'm like, now I'm gonna be pissed off at him because he's trying to have a conversation with me on the way to fucking Wawa.
But the 5 minutes, like,
I know.
what a dumbass.
I'm like, this isn't a 30-minute ride to
5
the
minutes,
airport.
like, I mean, what's he expecting? How you doing? Good. Bye. Like,
No idea.
I'm sorry you had a bad day. You know that happens.
He had anime stickers on his window, so
Oh.
I think he was hoping I would ask about them. Be like, what are these?
Do people tend to talk to you when you're doing Ubers? When you're grabbing Ubers?
Yeah,
Really?
every time. Every
That
time.
sucks.
Especially in Austin.
Really?
Motherfuckers talk too much.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I mean, sometimes I'll be jibber jabber with them because I'm like in a good mood, but that's not like usually I'm just like going. Like if I'm in an Uber, I'm going somewhere. I'm like trying to get something done.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to get something done, I don't like the interruption of conversation. I'm just like, let me do my thing. I mean, maybe I'm an asshole, but
No,
I don't know.
I don't think
It's so weird. I don't like talking to strangers. I think it's unnecessary
Yeah.
unless I have anything to do with you, which is fucked up as that sounds.
No,
but
shouldn't that be the norm? I'm sorry. Is that not the norm? I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
God knows what you're capable of. You're driving Uber.
Yeah. In the rain.
In the rain.
I'm like, pay attention before you kill us both.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that.
That's another thing is they'll look back. I hate when people look back when they're talking to me. I'm like, fucking like I'm paying you to keep me alive. for 5 minutes. Just drive to fucking Wawa so I can get home before I kill myself and you, because I will drive this car.
Oh my God.
I will take it over like it's GTA and just drive it into the
I know, I'm
ditch.
thinking you're like grabbing him by the back of the head, like,
Yes, I wanted to.
focus.
His head was so small, my hands would have fit around.
His
the
head
whole
was so
thing.
small?
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't one of those?
A trans?
No, no. Like, you seen the people with the small heads that they just have that condition?
I don't know. I just keep picturing Matt Glidden.
What?
His head, just
His
tiny head.
I feel like he has a pretty sizable head. Or no?
I don't know. It matches his
He has
body.
tiny hands.
Yeah.
Isn't that one of his bits? That's one of his bits,
Yeah.
I swear.
His tiny hands.
Matt Glidden.
I don't know. Yeah, Uber is weird. You don't talk to people then.
No, I don't do people.
Oh, so you only do the food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had somebody at work message my manager and say I wasn't socializing.
What the fuck, man?
Dude, corporations are crazy.
Why? I don't understand. Because I've been through that before with like different jobs where people are like commenting about how like antisocial I am at work. And I'm like, what the fuck do you think this is?
I'm like, don't we get paid to just do our job?
Yeah, what? I don't get paid to talk to you. I'm not a manager. I'm not HR. I'm not none of that.
I'm not your friend.
I'm not your friend. No.
Yeah. It's the worst one is because it was somebody I've never even talked to or work with. It was just some random person that sits like 2 rows behind me. And I'm like,
oh, you work like in an office?
Yeah. And like, but like everybody does different, like whatever. None of us really like work together. I don't even have a name tag on my desk. And this woman managed to track down who I am first and then my manager. I'm like, what are you doing with your day? I'm like, that's the person
fat?
that she's just, yeah.
Is she fat?
No, I mean, she's like, for her age, she seems average for the American woman.
Right.
So fat.
So fat. I don't know why I jumped to that, but I always imagine.
No, it's always the
the
insecure women in their 50s in the corporations that are ruining everything. Yeah. I'm like, you're going through menopause. You shouldn't be here right now.
No,
like,
I got an aunt
instead
like
of
that.
SSI, we need menopause income.
SSI?
Yeah, Social Security income.
Oh yeah. I got an aunt like that who she's always complaining. Always. She's in her 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I talk to her, she has at least 1 to, if not 2 stories complaining about her job or something going on. I'm like, fuck me, you know?
Yeah.
I love you, but not, this is horrible. This is horrible for me to have to go through this.
I used to be that guy.
Who?
Complaining about everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned that it does nothing for anybody.
Yeah, it's hard.
And it's like, it's almost when you're like trapped in the Matrix kind of thing. Yeah. Like it's all you have. So when it's all you have, it's like all you focus your energy on. So all you can see is all the shitty shit that's in your life because you're like, oh, this corporation is my job. Like this job is my life. It's my whole life. I like for us, like now, like I have comedy, so I can give a fuck about anything else going on. Even if I lost my job today, God forbid, knock on wood, but like I'd be like, I'll find something else to pay me as long as I can keep doing comedy. I don't give a shit, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to work like making friends and whatever and bullshit. And I'm going to work to just get paid and do the job.
Yeah, I've never wanted to make friends at work.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a weird thing. I was thinking about it while we're talking. Like, it's a weird thing because you're shoving these people into this box and then you're like, okay, do something for me because I give you money. Oh, and get along. Even though I have you trapped. Yeah. Which is, maybe in the future. I feel like that's why people are like, nowadays it's like the new wave of home working from home. La la la. They don't want to go anywhere. Yeah. But I don't know.
But that's why I want to find a job that's work from home now because I'm just like, they just laid off a bunch of people. I really don't care about talking about this stuff because I know nobody's going to see it. But like, they just laid off a shit ton of people on my job. And I'm just like, they're probably going to keep doing this every year. At Amazon? No, Blue Origin.
That's Amazon.
It's same company, but we do like a different, we don't do warehouse stuff like
you guys are
those
Rockets.
Things. Yeah, Rockets.
Rockets. Didn't they recently have a thing? Didn't Didn't they recently shoot up a Blue
Yeah,
Origin rocket?
our first one over here, which is why they laid a bunch of people off.
Why?
Because it's normal,
Oh yeah, you were
technically.
about to say. My
Yeah,
bad.
no, it's fine. It's normal technically. So like once a manufacturing company gets through all their R&D, like their research, and they do their first thing, they're like, all right, we don't need all these people anymore.
Right. They were there to build the rocket.
Yeah, pretty much. But the thing is you look at what happened within the company over the past like 10 years, and it's just like they did a lot of dumb things because they keep switching CEOs every fucking 3 years and people keep making dumbass decisions, whatever. I don't care about any of that shit anymore, but they laid off a shit ton of people for that reason, for the R&D, and now they're like trying to say like, oh, there's going to be more. So I'm just like, I need to get the fuck out of there and work from home and do something before. And they want everyone to come back in like full time. And I'm just like, y'all built something that you shouldn't have built. Like you should have made these people stay in 24/7 if you didn't want it. Like you're saving money by having these people work from home. I'm like, and you're buying buildings just to put people in a building. Like what kind of psychological, like, see, that's where I get like a little conspiracy with the corporation shit. Cause I'm like, okay, so you want people to be in office. The fucking lights that they have shine, like these bright ass lights that they have on you all day.
Yeah.
It like messes with your cortisol, like all your levels in your fucking brain and shit. Well, supposedly ChatGPT told me this, to where it can cause like depression over time and shit. Like the lights that they put in offices. So I wonder if they have like this whole scheme to like keep people in the workforce, to keep them in that like sheep, whatever you call it, mentality, to keep wanting to do that stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You would think they would like give each and every one of you something to keep you there.
Yeah.
Which is money, I guess. But maybe something else. What's an idealistic version of working, I guess? Like
me?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking.
For me, I would just be
now.
sit my ass at home on my desk and I'd be good.
Yeah. Can you do
Tell
that?
me
You
what
can
to
work
do.
like nice.
Cause I'm the type of person that would just get it done. Like if you give me something to do, I used to get in trouble in high school because I just would like go through my shit, like my tests, and just cause I wouldn't get good grades. Like I wasn't smart, but I hated doing stuff. So I always find the laziest and most efficient way to get things done to where like I don't fail, but I do good enough. And it's taught me to be like even lazier to where I can get things done quicker. I do procrastinate a lot, but like, dude, you give me something to do, I'll get it done quick as fuck. It's just a matter of like, you have to tell me what you want from me type of thing.
Yeah.
When it comes from me telling myself to do things, that's where I like procrastinate. But if it's like work types, like if my manager's like, hey, do this, fucking a second, done. So, I mean, depending on what it is, but yeah.
Yeah. You sound
I can
up.
do those. Well, no, I mean, I'm not. I'm an idiot.
No, I don't think so. I think the smartest people are the laziest. Sort of.
I'm just lazy. I just really I want to be lazy.
Because like smart people are not like smart people are like, they're not super hardworking because they're smart. They don't need to be hardworking.
Yeah.
Isn't that the thing? Like that's why Mexicans like work so hard. Because the whole country is just stupid.
They're like, what the fuck? I can build this fence in a day, and you took 3 weeks and $3,000. I'll do it for fucking a quarter of the price.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'll get that shit done.
Yeah.
Give me cash.
Yeah.
Pay it on your table. That's
they
why
do work fast.
That's why contractors aren't as successful as they used to be. So contractors are so damn expensive nowadays.
I noticed the white contract. I used to do construction. And white contractors are always like a little bit like scammier versus like the other races. Maybe that's just my experience. But
no, it's because they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Because they know the only people that will hire them are like the middle-aged older white people. And the middle-aged older white people are still a part of the matrix. So anytime that somebody is like, hey, yeah, we'll do your foundation for 3 times the price of the normal rate, but we'll make sure we get it done right. They give you that like the white guy guarantee type thing. And the white guy guarantee means a lot to the older generations. Yeah. So, because I've had a couple of the white guys come to our property to give me a quote on foundation, and they're just, they take advantage because they know they can. And then the county controls a lot of shit. So, like, because you got to get permits and shit. And if you don't get permits, they tell you to take it down and they fine the shit out of you. So, it's all controlled. It's like a controlled system.
Right.
It's annoying, but, you know.
Yeah.
It's a part of life.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, what else? What else? You're how old? How old are you?
I just turned 28 a month ago.
Oh,
a little over a month ago.
We're close in age. Where are you from again? You've been in Orlando your whole life. I know I've asked you this before, but I forgot.
I grew up in Orlando.
Yeah.
But I was born in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And I came really young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I came really young, and then I saw it and I took it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I traveled here at the same age. No, okay.
Yeah. So you still have family in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I got family in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
My mom and dad are both in Puerto Rico right now.
Are they together?
No, they divorced when I was like 11, 12, around there, 6th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been separated for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just stay that way.
Yeah, I say the same thing about my parents.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're there. I have my uncle. I got extended family there. My dad's side of the family, some of them are in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of family here because there's a lot of Puerto Ricans in Orlando and Kissimmee and Florida in general. But yeah.
Were you a flag guy?
Flag?
Puerto Rican flag on the rearview mirror?
No, but I do have a sticker in the back.
It's always something.
Yeah. I have Puerto Rican slides.
I've seen those, yeah.
Puerto Rican t-shirts. Very proud. Yeah. But it's weird because I'm not necessarily like, I just had this experience recently with 2 other Puerto Rican comics who are they grew up on the island and moved here later in life.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me. Sorry. Better out than in.
Yeah.
Like, I just had this experience because it's weird for me. Like, I am Puerto Rican and I want to be Puerto Rican, but only because I'm not as Puerto Rican. Like, it's annoying. And I was just talking to them and they're like, we want to do a show, or we got like a tip on maybe doing a show for a TV channel, like doing comedy sketches, but for a Hispanic channel. I was like, oh, I'd love to be a part of it. And they're like, I don't know. You know, give me that, like, I don't know, man. You didn't grow up on the island like we did, you know, kind of thing. And I'm like, but then like here, it's weird, man. I've been thinking about that a lot, especially recently.
I'm as a white person, I've seen it before with like friends I've had.
You're white?
Yeah. Like
that was a joke. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Dude, people think I'm Spanish because I took my husband's last name. Yeah. So people are like, "Oh, you're white?" Like, I'm like, "Do you see me?" Like, what the fuck? Yeah. I've heard it more than once. That's why I was just, yeah.
I forgot about that. The last name.
Yeah, no, like I've had like half black friends that felt like that, and like, you know.
Yeah, a little bit weird. Like, doesn't belong anywhere ish for whatever reason.
Yeah, so I don't get it, but I've heard it before, so it makes sense why. I don't know. Isn't it crazy how it's always your own people?
It really is. It's annoying.
It's your own people that are the worst.
That's like a thing people say, right? It be your own people.
Yeah. It'd always be your own people. That's from something, yeah. No, that's funny because I was gonna make fun of you for looking very, very white American.
Oh yeah.
You look because I had no clue you were Puerto Rican when I met you. I was, yeah.
Nobody ever does.
Yeah.
So that's why I make fun of it. I literally have a joke about it. I'm like, I like being a white passing Puerto Rican, you know, for so and so reasons. Yeah. And it has helped me in life tremendously. Yeah, of course.
You're able to finance a car and.
yeah. All the stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Yeah, a little Honda Civic. You got the Honda Fit.
The Honda Fit, yeah. Which I don't know. Maybe that's the That's
That's the middle.
the middle ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a civic.
Yeah. I almost said the H word.
The,
You're a halfer.
is that a word?
It used to. I don't know if it's a. I've heard it was a racial slur
Mudblood?
with black people. Yeah,
A
but
halfer?
I don't know. I use it on a Puerto Rican. It's not racist. You're a halfer.
Yeah, we there's like we have like a weird background or whatever,
Yeah.
or at least like race wise.
Did you do you know your
I'm
grandparents are Puerto Rican?
both of them, my mom and dad, yeah, and but my aunt did the research, and apparently, the fact of the matter is most of them from the island, anybody born on the island, they're mostly European. They're mostly Spanish, mostly
Okay.
like majority
Yeah.
of their blood.
Yeah.
But then they also have slave blood, and they also have native Caribbean blood.
Yeah.
People that were there before anybody else, and then of
Mhm.
course the slave trade that went through. And but they're all mostly European. They're basically white, basically, but they got a lot of other shit in there.
Yeah.
So it's like we're mixed, but we're not like, it's not like a
It's
crazy
like deep
mix.
ancestry mix just because of where people. Yeah, because in my great grandmother is from Sicily, so I had a joke about this, but it wasn't written well. But it I my dad told me that, and I think somebody sent me a clip because I think it's in The Sopranos where they talk about Sicilians, because there was a time when a lot of Sicilian women were being raped they were being invaded by a close, like a, I don't know,
Sicily's an
African.
island, right?
No,
It's a part of Italy.
it's a part of Italy.
Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
I'm pretty sure it's in the Italy, not on the like
Okay,
outside coast area.
it's on the boot.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what I listen. This is gonna come out wrong. I don't know what kind of black people raped the Sicilians, but back in the day, I don't know when, but yeah, my dad was like, oh yeah, yeah. So like,
You got a little bit
there's.
of
Yeah, and I was just like, "Oh, that's interesting," because like the joke that internet joke that people say, like, I got 1% black, and I'm
yeah.
like,
Like it
it's
matters.
actually, I'm pretty sure everyone does at this point, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
we're all mutts at this point for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the time for like, because I saw this thing about how like the standard of beauty used to be like Marilyn Monroe,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like a pasty white girl,
Yeah.
very pasty. And then now it's like Kim Kardashian, and she's got other features.
She's white with
Like-
like manufactured black features.
Yeah,
Literally.
that's a good
Yeah.
description.
It's all manufactured. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like she was born with thick eyebrows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's Armenian. She's got that Armenian
yeah.
type thing or whatever they have, but the
apparently
lips and the butt and the yeah.
Well, that's
Because
becoming
white
the
women
new
don't have big
standard.
booties. Yeah.
It wasn't the standard before, right? Like having an ass or tits wasn't.
No, it was being a stick.
It was
That
being
was
a
before
stick.
being a stick in the 90s and the 2000s. Yeah.
So maybe like eventually it'll be like
Normal.
yeah,
Whatever
normal.
the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Something
No.
about like how we're becoming more, mixed. It's gonna. I think it's eventually gonna be to where it's like doesn't matter anymore. You're like I'm like 13% all around the pie. 13%, from all kinds of.
Oh, yeah.
Like eventually.
Yeah, because it's funny, I'm wearing his jacket too. Theo Von talks about like everyone, he thinks everyone's gonna be tan.
Yeah.
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 I'm like, it's true. Honestly, like if you think about it, we'll probably be like some people say like an alien race in like, 1,000 years. We'll just be like weird
You ever
looking
heard
weirdos.
of speculative evolution?
No.
Oh, it's so cool.
Is that like exploring what we might look like in the future?
Yeah. Or animals too. Anything.
Oh, interesting. I never thought about animals.
Well, there's like a lot of there's like a lot of cool media surrounding the idea of like what animals might look like, what people might look like.
Mm-hmm.
Because we might go to another planet, and then the people, like, that's what they say, we might go to Mars, and we might start looking weirder.
Like a hybrid
some weird
human
shit. Yeah.
to where we can start breathing in space.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
There's a book about that sort of. I forget what it's called.
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. Many Tomorrows or something like that.
Okay.
And it's got like this idea of like
Yeah.
way in the future, people will be like evolved weird on different planets and stuff.
That'd be cool to look into. Like, what if our AI gets so good that it will start be able to like predict the exact future?
That'd be pretty sick.
I think it would have to be banned. Like, it would have to be like kept in like a.
Isn't there a movie about that?
I don't know.
Isn't Minority Report about that sort of?
I haven't seen that.
Minority Report, I think, is a movie of where they have police, but the police are not, I don't know about controlled or not, but the reason why they arrest people, they get to arrest people before the crime even happens because the computer predicts their crime.
Oh, I've heard about that before.
I think that's what Minority Report is.
So they function like police used to function.
That's why it's called Minority Report. Yeah,
it's true. No, but it's true because back in the day, police used to. It's the truth. It's not
I
even
didn't do
a
it.
joke.
We know what you're gonna do. We know.
Yeah, no, it's true. You look at somebody, they look suspicious, you throw them in jail.
Yeah. I didn't do shit. Oh, okay, buddy. You were sitting there.
Yeah, you were sitting there smoking a cigarette in front of an ashtray.
Obviously, you were going to corrupt the government. You just sitting there.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, do you think P. Diddy did it?
P. Diddy? I don't. I'm more than positive that he's taking the blame for a lot of people. I feel like everybody, when you get to that level of whatever, and you got so much fucking money and power,
yeah,
bro, all those people, they're like, oh, well, I didn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, okay, buddy. You were probably doing something.
Yeah, I think it was all weird. Yeah. I don't know. It is true that when people get like certain amount of power, that like they just get bored with regular stuff.
I already do.
So they start doing weird shit. You know.
I do weird stuff now. Yeah. I can't imagine what I would do if I had a lot of money.
I knew someone that didn't have a lot of money and shoved a beer bottle in their asshole. So.
Really?
And I didn't see it.
Were they correlated? Was he like, I'm so poor? And then he took a beer and like.
Yeah,
so
like, no names.
I'm so poor.
But we grew up next to this family. And after I grew up, I found out that they got divorced because the wife walked in on him doing that.
That was the reason?
I guess he used to do it with his dad.
What?
So he had like some trauma type shit. But here's the crazy thing is she went gay after they got divorced. And I'm like, so all of a sudden your husband shoving beer bottles in his ass and that makes you a lesbian? I don't understand.
Maybe she couldn't look at a man the same after.
Maybe. Right? I don't know. I probably wouldn't be able to trust it. But I wouldn't be with anybody. Like if I was with somebody for 25 years or 20 years. But even then I wouldn't even leave. I wouldn't.
We're gonna work through this.
Yeah.
Your beer bottle addiction.
I'd be
not
like,
your
listen.
Alcohol addiction. Your beer bottle addiction.
That's the problem. Is I think it was alcoholism was worse than the ass, whatever he was doing. But yeah, no, I wouldn't leave. Dude, if I walked in on my husband shoving beer bottles in his ass, I'd be like, time to go to couples therapy.
Time to go to therapy.
Yeah.
He's like a psychopath. He's like schizophrenic. He has no idea. You're like, this guy needs, and then finally you're like, yeah, this is the.
Yeah. No, when you get married, you're stuck with somebody. You gotta work that shit out.
If only everybody felt like that.
I don't know.
That's really nice.
People aren't as forgiving as God tries to teach us to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's up there. Come on.
He's like, so what if he fucked 5 women in one night? Just stay with him.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. I do tell my husband if he cheated on me, I would run him over. I wouldn't divorce him. I would just make his life horrible. Like I would just like break a leg one week and then like run him over another week.
Like in that, what's that fucking Stephen King movie?
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway. She takes a sledgehammer and breaks his ankles because she's in love with him or something.
Oh yeah. See, I'd do that. Like I'd
You're like, that's what
I just hurt him real bad.
Well, yeah, that's actually fair, I guess.
Yeah.
I got slapped last year for cheating.
Apparently. Okay, hold on. Mm-hmm. What did you do?
Well,
were you in a relationship?
No. Not in my standard. Not to my knowledge.
So you were seeing that person.
Yeah.
And then you saw somebody else and you didn't tell them. Did you tell them you were seeing
No,
other
I didn't
people?
know. It's not straight up. No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where, yeah. I mean, it's not bad what you did because you didn't cheat, but at least be straight up. It helps.
Yeah, I have a hard
But
time doing that because I know, like, if I'm straight up about it, like, what are you gonna be like? Okay, and no repercussions? I highly doubt it.
yeah, but what, I mean, you probably would have just gotten slapped earlier. You know?
Yeah, maybe not as
It's like no
hard.
matter what, it's gonna be like the situation after is probably gonna be worse. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, who am I to tell you? I've never cheated ever.
Mm.
I was always a person that like since I was a child, like wanted a relationship, which I think is most women, right? But it's men take a longer time to get to that stage, which is why I've always been with pedophiles. But my husband's 10 years older than me, so it works. I mean, dating older men works. I think
Yeah, because they're like more mature and whatever.
well, they're just ready to settle down. Because when
Right.
boys are younger, they just want to fuck everything, you know? They're
Yeah.
shoving beer bottles up their
Yeah.
ass. You know, they're getting it out of the way before they get
Yeah,
married.
the couch is still calling them back or
Yeah.
whatever.
They're like, listen, I got a hole right in the cushion that I've been using for 30 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Cause I feel like my husband wasn't really ready to like, I mean, he was ready to have a relationship, but he wasn't ready to like really like get married and settle down until a few years, 4 years ago now.
4 years?
5 years ago. We've been
Into the
together for 11
relationship?
years.
Whoa, wait. So you guys were deep in the relationship?
Yeah, 7 years until we got married.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a trooper, I think. Or maybe not. I'm not. Maybe I
No,
shouldn't say that.
I am. I
Yeah.
am because
There's, like, I
I
don't know.
tested him many times where I was like, we need to get married. But, you know, he's smart because I was so young when he met me. I was 19. He was 27, which thank God he wasn't like a weird, like a manipulator. Because he could have taken, I was so young, he could have taken full advantage of me, manipulated me, all the things. But no, yeah, when you're young, a
Mhm.
young woman, you want to be married so bad, but you don't know why. You
Yeah.
know? It's a meaningless idea because of what we were like taught younger, like the movies like Cinderella, you know, all the bullshit that they teach you when you're a kid. So
Mhm.
we're conditioned to want to get married and have children like ASAP. But
Mhm.
men aren't conditioned like that. So of
Mm-mm.
course they're gonna cheat when they're young and do dumb shit when they're young until they're ready to settle down because they're gonna do anything to not be in a committed relationship. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's like I feel like yeah, so he was 30, he's 39 now.
He
I
looks
think
young. I'll tell you
38.
that.
Mhm.
You guys look young.
Oh yeah, it's because we
Yeah.
don't have kids.
Oh, that's true.
If we had kids, I'd be fat and he'd have gray hair.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, but it was 30, he was 35 when we got married.
Mm.
So I feel like that's about the age, like guys in their early mid 30s, they're like ready to be like, all right, now I'm ready for a serious
Yeah.
relationship.
That you the way you talk about it is how a lot of people talk about women.
Yeah.
But I think it's in general, right?
This is
Isn't that
yeah.
the natural course of things? Right? Your teens are for exploring, and then your 20s are for even more, and then your 30s you're like, oh fuck, I'm tired.
For guys, yeah, I feel like.
For guys, not
Yeah.
but not women.
Girls are just ready to be in a I mean, I don't know. I've seen some girls, but I think they're just playing a game against their biology. I really like because I used to do the thing where I'd like date and like after my first boyfriend failed after 2 years when I was a teenager, I was like, what the, you know, I was pissed. So I went
Yeah.
on this rampage of being a whore,
Yeah.
which I'll fully admit and fully regret of
Yeah.
just sleep, just trying to get love from dumb nothingness, right? And when you're a girl, you look back when you get older and you're like, the fuck was I doing? Like wasting my
Mm.
energy and time. Like I look back now and I'm like, oh, like I could have spent all that time becoming an adult and maturing faster instead of being a retard. But it's
Yeah.
everybody's life is different. But I do feel like a lot of women play a game where they're like, no, it's okay
Mm-hmm.
to be a whore. Like it's okay to have a one night stand. And I really don't think it is. I think it fucks up our psychology. I think it
Yeah.
fucks with us really bad.
Wow, I've affected a lot of people.
But I mean, whatever, it's the world we live in today. You're on Bumble, you know, it's fine.
No, I'm not.
Or whatever. Bumble is the serious one.
I'm not on anything.
You're not on anything?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're just out there at the zoo meeting people?
At the zoo.
At the springs?
I like sometimes going to the mountains.
Yeah.
There's none in Florida.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a minute, but
you can go to the what is it? The landfill.
Just go on my way here, I was like looking in the distance on the horizon, and I see some hill-looking thing. But yeah, it was a landfill.
Yeah, that's where our new house is, right by the landfill.
New house?
Yeah, we're moving. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you'll be one of the last few people in here. Mm-hmm.
What happened? You guys just whatever?
We just want more land. So
more land. Oh, you guys got like a fucking property.
We got just an acre.
Ooh,
Never mind.
Un acre.
We're on cameras. I'm like, the place right over there? I'm gonna tell you exactly where the house is.
By the landfill.
Yeah, a landfill. No, there is some weirdos on my stuff.
No way.
I'm starting to learn, and I didn't know.
Wow.
I wasn't aware, so I'm like, I gotta be careful about the things I say about like where I am and things, because you never know.
Never.
You never know what people will do.
Are capable. Yeah, that's okay.
Like standing over your bed in the middle of the night and just staring at you.
Like Nosferatu style.
A what?
Nosferatu style.
I don't know what that is.
You didn't see the new Nosferatu? Nosferatu is like it's a vampire movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Are you not very well versed cinematically?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm a music person more a little bit.
Ah, well, I can't make a visual here with music. It's gonna be kind of difficult.
Yeah, no.
How do I visually represent sound?
Unless it's like a dumb movie that everyone's seen. Like, I don't remember shit if I'm not into it.
Sure.
So like a lot of people's names I forget because I'm not into them.
You like me? You're really into. We didn't even talk about it, but you're really into rap.
Yes.
Nice.
A lot of people make judgments about my taste.
Why?
Oh, you think you're black or something? I'm like, you guys gotta stop it.
Well, but I mean, rap is so cool.
It's just like, especially with like MF Doom and shit, and Czarface and Wu-Tang, like the lyrical stuff has been so much better. It's so much better. And like, I listen to classic rock and stuff like that, but like, and because it's, like Led Zeppelin, like there's lyrics in it, The Police. I love that shit. That shit's cool. I'm into Pink Floyd. I like things that are make me have visions and thoughts when I'm listening to them.
Brain food.
Yeah, I like that. When it's like sometimes I get down on the crazy stuff, like Glorilla. I'll bump to that shit every once in a while, or like
but that's not brain food.
Yeah, just like like when you watch like dumbass shows in the background.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. That's just like, all right, it's noise for me right now, just to shut off. I need to shut off my brain for a minute.
So you listen to Glorilla.
Yes, I need to shut off my brain. So I'm gonna listen to some Sexy Red.
Dude, I need it. Oh my god. Like put on Sexy Red.
But the beats are great. I mean, Glorilla is actually a good rapper. It's just I don't relate to the lyrics because it's not like.
No, they live these lifestyles, or apparently, because I mean, they live these ridiculous lifestyles. Just absolutely not. Nobody in their like average person. I never understood the obsession. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's just the material world obsession of rap music. Like, because a lot of kids, especially when I was younger, because I would listen to like Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne still, honestly, but like I got 10 bathrooms I could shit all day. Like I always quote that because it's so funny. Yeah,
10 bathrooms I could shit all day.
Yeah, it's amazing. But like he says funny shit, so I love it. Like I love his music, but like
he's funny.
That's the same thing. Like Glorilla, she has some like funny type lines and stuff, but I don't know. I think music is all different. But like there's certain ones I just like. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like certain rap music, I'm just like, this isn't even rap. It's just like it's just like somebody took a sweet ass beat that sounds really good, and then somebody's voice just ruined the whole thing.
So like what? Like Playboy Cardi?
I don't know. Like like that. Like every time I think of Playboy Cardi, I think of like that high pitched like mumble, crazy. Like the that crazy. Yeah.
She wanted me Cardi.
Yeah.
The bitch is Barbie.
And then like I have one Kodak Black song that I like, and some of his stuff I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
He can rap, but sometimes
they're like, some of his songs I'm like, he was too high on this. Like, I can't.
He's like slurring his words and shit.
Yeah. Too much codeine. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
And then like I had a phase when I was in high school when I was like into, remember that song Codeine Cups by Codeine Cups? Last night, I don't know. A rapper? You know that like slow rap, like the slow rap, like
chopped and screwed shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like, and then just like it's almost like it's R&B, but it's not.
Sure.
You know, like the middle ground of like hip hop and like R&B. Yeah. That, and then like I don't know, Jason Derulo. I don't know, like Jason random Derulo. Shit throughout my middle school and high school years.
Yeah, in high school I was really into Mumford and Sons.
Yeah.
This was a weird phase in my life.
I actually did listen to them.
They're good. Their first 2 albums are killer.
Yeah, they got me through my depression times in high school.
Yeah.
Like, they had some depressing songs.
Oh yeah, like Sigh No More.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I was like, I will wait for you, going like crazy in the car.
Yeah.
And then all my friends would be mad about it.
Oh shit, we're getting close. We should probably end it. I want to keep going. This is actually the first one that I've been like, oh, this goes by pretty fast.
Oh, that's good.
No. All of them go by pretty fast, but some of them are like, I have to learn to listen because I'm like an attention type person. Like I always want to talk and have the attention on me. I like,
well, nobody's here, but yeah.
Yeah, but like doing the podcast, it's like, even when I'm talking to people out in public, like people I like know, sometimes I need to check myself because I'll just keep going. I just won't shut the fuck up, you know?
That's awesome.
So it's like when I do the podcast, it teaches me to not be fucking annoying almost, I guess. Like just shut the fuck up and listen kind of thing, which is a good trait.
It's a balance.
It's a good trait to learn, I guess, because I'm an over.
I have the same problem.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. A lot of times people are like talking. I'm like, why? Why are you fucking saying anything?
That's how I feel when I'm talking all the time. Like, this is what this person thinks. Or like, why is this bitch even talking right now?
I don't feel that way. But
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It felt like a good balance, like going back and forth. Cause some of them I'm like, it gets a little awkward, but it's like learning how to not do that and match the person's flow, I guess.
I don't know what to tell you. When I get a podcast, I'll let you know.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking. See, I told you I should shut the fuck up. Great way to end it. All right. Yeah. You want to do your Instagram and...
follow me on Instagram, and I'll get better at all the other stuff eventually. What is my Instagram? Sorry. SEB1_H. Thank you. I appreciate it, Alex.
Yeah, this was fun.
It was fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And then it just keeps going, you know? It's like, yeah.
An hour of couch footage.
No.
She keep working that back and I'm about to do this shit like back and forward. When she teasing what she got me good with her. When she move with it. When she working, when she got, she can't be new to it. So